The University of Nevada, Las Vegas has become the most powerful basketball team in history. It is with their permission that we present the following episode of Almost Live.
Hello, I'm John Keister, the host of Almost Live. Now, on last week's show, we made a joke in which we referred to the city of Renton as a pit. Well, since then, we've received many letters, some of them typed, from residents of Renton who took issue with our statement. They urged us to do some research into Renton's many contributions to the world, and you know what? We were surprised. Many of you are probably unaware, as we were, that the concept of the blood bank, which saves thousands of lives a year, was originated in a Renton hospital. Also, many people who can't afford to buy their own homes can live in a rental home, an idea developed in Renton, from which it takes its name. We were surprised to learn that one of Hollywood's greatest canine stars, Rin Tin Tin, hailed from Renton. In fact, his original name was Renton Tim, until a studio executive's 4-year-old daughter mispronounced it. Thomas Jefferson, the father of democracy and author of the Declaration of Independence, was originally from Renton, where he attended Hazen High School. Renton's impact has also touched the world of sports. How many of you knew that the miracle football team, the 69 Jets, led by the legendary Joe Namath, all, to a man, were from Renton? Buzz Aldrin, the second man to walk on the moon. Well, he was from Skyway, but he often ate at the Renton Jolly Boy. And William Shakespeare, the greatest writer in the English language, had an apartment in Renton for 2 years where he wrote King Lear. This is where we get the name King County. But Renton's greatest contribution to the world must surely be that of local genius Tom Frazier, who in 1947 invented fuzzy dice. So my friends, the next time you think of calling the town Renton a pit, think again. And use Kent, because Kent is a pit. I mean, it really is a pit. I mean, Renton's not a pit, but if you really Kent.
Tonight on Almost Live, special guest Bill Nye the Science.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing emotional difficulties. Please stand by. Pull yourself together.
Okay.
Come on, are you all right?
Yeah.
All right, introduce Keister, and then take some time off.
Okay.
All right, go.
And now, here he is.
John.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, oh no. No, it is I that must thank you. No, thank you. Well, it's been a very interesting week, a lot of interesting stuff in the newspaper. If you looked in the Wall Street Journal on Thursday, you might have noticed that our Department of Transportation placed an ad, which I believe we can show you here. Okay, actually in the Wall Street Journal, concrete floating bridge pontoons to be sold by sealed bid. That's right. They're going to sell the floating bridge, which is great. Now, if you read the ad, it says that the pontoons are floating, but the state doesn't guarantee that they're watertight. Well, now they tell us. It might have been nice to have known that all the years we were driving over it. And I have a tip for whoever wants to buy it out there. It's not a good idea to open all the hatches, dump water in, and then go home for a 3-day weekend. I don't know. Or maybe that is a good idea. Maybe Magic Mountain's going to buy it for a new thrill ride. Ride the bouncing bridge, dive. Well, I really love the headline on that ad. Bridge to be sold by sealed bid. You see that? So I get it. The bids will be sealed. We didn't seal the bridge, right? That's great. We didn't seal the bridge, but make sure you lick that envelope, which is really good. But they need the money down at the DOT. Everybody needs money these days, and you might have noticed another article in the Weekly. Well, they reported that the Seattle Times is trying to cut their expenses by 20%. Interesting that we didn't see that story in the Times, isn't it? If some of you are wondering what the Seattle Times is, it's that little piece of paper wrapped around the 8 tons of Kmart ad circulars you're going to find on your doorstep tomorrow. The reason I say that is that the Times was so concerned that people might not know about them that they took out a front page ad a few weeks ago. You might have seen a front page ad for themselves in their own newspaper. You all saw this, right? A few weeks ago. What's going on around here? It's more than an ad, really. It's the whole Times editorial philosophy. Wow. But anyway, the Times has to trim their expenses, and our inside sources have leaked us a list of how they're going to save that money. For example, they're going to fire Emmett Watson's personal groomer, which he's just not pulling his weight. They're going to rerun old Garfield cartoons and see if anyone notices. They're going to ask their employees to bring their own 2-ton rolls of newsprint from home. For the South King County edition, just publish the pictures, which is... But not in Renton, not in Renton. Okay. They're going to have their reporters steal quotes from the morning PI. They're going to drop that channel 2815 from the TV log, which is long overdue. And finally, they're going to have papers delivered by Jehovah's Witnesses, which is going to cut down a lot of expenses. That ought to make the Times a lean, mean fighting machine, you know. But we're all in for tough times. I think we've all got to work smarter. And, you know, modern technology can help. And it even helps when you go out on a date. Don't believe me? Take a look. Hey, look out! It's the Thoroughly Modern Jerk. Tonight, the Thoroughly Modern Jerk goes on a date.
Hi.
No, I'm serious. Hi. Listen, Mary, I'll see you later. I got to do a date thing here. Yeah, all right, bye-bye. So, yeah. Dave, look, I got to talk to you. Listen, I got to take this call. Why don't you go get in the car, okay?
Where are we going?
Huh?
Where are we going?
Hey!
Where are we going? Did you like the film? Hey, did you like the film?
Oh, man, you just messed up. I was going for my highest score ever. It took me an hour and a half to get there to that level.
I'm sorry. I
That's
didn't
okay.
know.
That's okay. Hey, you want to get something to eat? Huh?
Sure.
I got a restaurant file in my wizard. Let me look at what's here. What's good? Oh, yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Would it be a problem for you if I sent you home by cab tonight? You know, I mean, my treat, of course.
No.
Okay, great. Let's get something to eat. This place is great. You'll love it. You'll love it. You gotta be kidding. Really? Fax it to me right now, man. All right, look. Dave Xeroxed his face. Oh, that's great, Dave. No, she loves it, man. It's... Whoa. No, man, she dumped me. Yeah, she's walking out. Hey, whoa. What is it with you? I mean, you know, I've been really cool the whole time, and you're not at all like you said you were on your video date. Let me show you.
Hi, my name's Tracy, and I think I have a real easygoing personality. I like all kinds of people. I think I'm really outgoing. I enjoy doing all kinds of different things.
There, now, you see you looked a lot cooler on tape than you do in person, and plus, you said that you were slimly athletic, and I really think that your fat content might be a little out of line. Let me just check that. God! Whoa!
Thoroughly Modern Jerk, look at yourself. You're surrounded with gadgets and gizmos. You've gained a few toys, but you lost your soul. Thoroughly Modern Jerk, you can't buy love.
Hello? Oh, yeah, Cindy. Hey, right, absolutely. Hot tubs at 7. I'm gonna be there, babe. Okay, yeah. Dave. Yeah, hey, I'm back in action. No score today, but I think I'm on with Cindy tonight. Yeah, fax me another face, man, okay? So, yeah, I know. He's the Thoroughly Modern Jerk! Okay, we've got a great show, and we'll be right back with Bill Nye the Science Guy.
That's what they call doing no wrong. That's what they call doing no
And now, a message from the tourism department of the state of Oregon.
Oh, hey, dudes. My name's Jason. I work part-time for the tourism department. I know a lot of you in Washington think it's bitchin' to visit Oregon. I mean, the scenery's cool, but mainly it's because there's no sales tax, and you can buy stuff like vacuum cleaners real cheap. Now, it's rad for you guys to visit, but some of you are getting a little out of hand and need to mellow out. If you're driving a really new and fast car, we'd like you to stop at the border and trade it in for a VW bus. And if you've got a sweatshirt with a violent animal on it, like a husky or a cougar, we'll have you exchange it for a more peaceful one, like a duck or a beaver. So come down and enjoy your visit. Just don't mess up the karma.
Well, we're back. And as you can tell, there's just a feeling of strange excitement in the studio tonight, and that can mean only one thing. It's time to bring on a great entertainer, a great humanitarian, and my personal friend for over 75 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Bill. Great, Bill. As you can see, they love you. They love you. It's nice to be loved, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I got to say, just right off the bat, I'm pretty excited because I can see there's lots of gas and matches and things in it. And as you know, that just gets me excited. That gets me hot. You know,
testify. Can I say, tell the truth?
Yeah, okay.
Please, first, as always, when we begin an exciting pyrotechnic display such as this, the safety glasses.
Ooh,
John,
and they're red tonight.
They're red, yeah. Perhaps some sort of hidden meaning.
All right. That's right. Look for the Bill Nye line of safety glasses.
Yeah, perhaps someday. John, let's get started.
Coming to a mall near you. Okay, what do we got here?
Let's just get started.
Okay, good. Flame. We're starting with flame. This is good.
This is...
okay, fire. We've got fire.
Bunsen burner.
Right, so
Bunsen,
already...
we got problems. We'll be right there.
Okay.
Oh, it's fine. They're meant to do that. We're cool.
There.
Just got to warm up a little.
Wow,
a little Bunsen burner happening here, and we're gonna we'll get that going.
It's not crack that glass, is it?
No, it's Pyrex.
Yeah.
Pyrex made in Corning, New York, America. Now, John,
great.
What you might not realize,
Corning, New York, ladies and
in
gentlemen,
the United States,
what
you might not realize is that
okay, you're putting
wood,
popsicle sticks.
Well, they're actually, it's more significant than that, John. They're actually swizzle sticks from the King cafeteria. They're actually coffee swizzle.
In that case,
now what you don't know,
here,
about wood when it burns, John, is
a rubber stopper.
What actually is burning is a gas. Quite remarkable. So you start out with a solid, and you heat it to the point where it'll gasify.
And you're melting wood. You can actually melt wood.
Not really melting. We're liberating certain natural
So this is the
gases.
The Bunsen storm operation. We're liberating
something like that. Yeah.
So, okay, so I see it's.
We get a little bit of smoke happening here. Now I think we're a little premature. Just let me give it just another. Yeah,
I know we've always had that problem. I know.
Yeah. John, just speak for yourself on that issue.
The science guy is frequently that word springs.
All right, now
comes up again and again.
Just another moment or so.
Okay, so we've got smoke coming. Well,
and we're going to have a sustained combustion.
Looks like we're almost there.
Yeah, we're very close. We're very close.
Oh, okay. Oh, fire. So that's wood gas. Is that right?
That's wood gas, yeah.
All right.
Sort of a natural gas.
If you want to heat your house with wood gas to get a big.
Well, that's what you're doing. See, when you burn wood, you're actually liberating
a propane tank, and you can actually heat your house with wood gas.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Well, people did use wood for centuries, John. I don't know if you heard about that.
No, it doesn't work. Well, it's still going.
That's right. It'll taper off, as we like to say. Now I have a device here to cause some more fire. Now, what you got, John? The fire triangle. You have what? You have fuel.
The fire triangle, yes.
Fuel, oxygen, heat. Right?
Okay.
Heat.
Sure.
Now, John, what we have here is ordinary
triangle
sugar.
Fire. I read about that. Go on. Okay, it's okay.
Somewhere, never.
Okay.
Anyway, so the thing about it, when you eat sugar, you're going to take in calories. These calories are oxidized. You're actually burning fuel. That's what they call it, burning fuel. So what we're going to do here, John, we're going to just heat up some sugar. Now you see it liquefies, turning brown. Now brown, what do we call brown? We call that caramelizing.
Okay.
Caramel.
Okay.
Then it will go to black.
So you're taking out the calories? That's the way.
No, we're oxidizing them. Now, when you do it in your stomach, you use certain enzymes and things, biology, because we do it at a much lower temperature. Now there, do you see the fire?
Okay.
There, we heat it.
Okay, so.
And there's the fire. See that?
Yeah, very little. Okay, now
But
Whoa.
John, that's not a problem.
Okay, a little bit of fire from sugar. Let's keep going. Let's.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep going.
Let's-
Now,
yeah.
now let me show you what else we got going.
Fast
I'm
now.
working
We
on
have to
it,
go
yeah.
like zooming.
More sugar.
Yeah,
Mixing in now. See this? This is potassium nitrate. And you see
You
that
have to go
O3
extremely
there?
fast.
That O3, I'm going fast. You mix that in.
Yeah.
And so now the chemicals themselves will liberate the
Whoa!
oxygen. And you gotta love that.
Okay. All right,
Now, John,
crew is heading for the exit. That's good.
got the fire extinguisher right here. John,
it smells great in here now.
You're always hassling me, John. You're always hassling me,
Yeah.
saying, "Bill, this stuff has no practical application." Well, John,
Now I'm
ready
gonna
for
hassle
you.
you because it's it's. Still,
I'm ready
it's
for you. It'll be
burning.
fine. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, it'll be great.
All right,
Yeah.
John. John, just
All right,
John.
all right,
It's
okay.
gonna be. There's
All
nothing
right,
we can
all
do.
right, go on, go on.
Yeah, I'd love
It looks
to.
like we got a cannon here.
That's basically what we have, John. And we have, this being that time of year, we have a baseball. Now, this is not strictly an ordinary baseball. This is a rag ball. It's one you can get hit in the head, doesn't hurt you, everything's fine. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to load the baseball into the tube, and let me show you at the end of the tube, we have our source of heat, the spark. Yeah, okay. Now you see the spark? Let me just, if I may, blow that little sparky air out there. Yes, yes. Now, we're going to load the ball, John. It's baseball season. We load the ball with the bat. Yes, using the bat, we load the ball into the cannon. Okay, right now.
All right, okay.
John, we need a source of fuel. This is petroleum naphtha. It's not
what?
quite quite candle wax, not quite diesel fuel. It's something in between.
This is
Now,
great.
what we got to do, John, as I tried to illustrate earlier, I think I did illustrate successfully, we need to oxidize it, John. And what we're going to do, we're going to spin this tube, which you see will spread the fluid out.
You're getting lots
so
of
that,
fumes. It's fuming.
Fuming, John, exactly.
We
You've
have
crystallized.
naphtha fumes.
Yes, now, John, the application. Please stand by.
What are we going to do with this? We're going to like bring down a scud or something?
No,
or
it's...
what? Oh, grow! Oh. All right. No, not a scud, a glove. This is great. We got
Now,
like,
John, suppose you want to break in your
Patriot-
glove, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Break in a new glove.
Okay. So kids,
This
if
is
you're
just the
listening at
device.
home, here's how to break in your glove. Yeah. Build a cannon, put it in your room. You got the Patriot baseball
Now, I
system
emphasize
here.
again, please do not do this at home. Do not do this without supervision.
Yes, that's
please.
what I meant. Don't do this at home. That's
Okay.
what I meant, yeah.
The glove,
Now you're telling me.
the cannon, the fuel, the
Yeah.
air, the
Okay.
source of heat.
All right.
Are we standing by?
All right.
Drum roll.
Okay. Okay.
Drum roll.
Okay.
Very nice. 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. A new study says that Washington State had the 6th highest crime rate in the nation last year. However, police say that we've dropped out of the top 10 ever since Dale Ellis was traded to Milwaukee. Green River Community College is searching for candidates for its Distinguished Alumni Award. Any graduate of the school with a full-time job is encouraged to apply. Travel agents in Bellingham were swamped by requests to fly to Iraq after a report from Kurdish rebels said that Iraqi planes were dropping acid. The city of Seattle held a workshop on home financing for middle-income buyers this week. The main emphasis of the seminar was how to borrow money from your parents. Costco has now begun to sell cars. The cars are brand new models and come in gigantic plastic tubs, 10 at a time. Costco officials say that each car will also be outfitted with special roof racks designed to hold those 10-gallon buckets of tartar sauce. Recommend magazine did not list any Northwest cities among its choices for sexiest travel destinations. However, Algona was mentioned in a similar poll by Women Who Dig Guys with Big Beer Guts magazine. Police found 1,800 pounds of explosives in the garage of a house in Ballard. The owner said he was merely arming up for the next appearance of Herschel. Nordstrom will hold a combined financial planning and fashion seminar this Tuesday and Wednesday. If you've got questions on what to wear to your foreclosure, they can show you some nice faded overalls. The president of Stanford University paid for his hot tub and wedding reception with money that was supposed to be used for research. He defended his actions by saying they were part of an experiment on how hot tubbing wives affected the heads of elitist colleges. Los Angeles County is going to start selling advertising space on the uniforms of county employees. The Washington State Ferry System wants to start a similar program and has already lined up Lazy Boy as a sponsor. The Seattle Times TV log now has a computer code that helps people who aren't smart enough to program their VCRs. Editors say it complements Emmett Watson's column, which is for people who aren't smart enough to turn the page. Finally, students from a Bremerton high school finished first and second in a regional citizen bee to determine their knowledge of civics and geography. Both Bremerton students aced the final question, which was, name a tired old rundown town about an hour ferry ride from Seattle. This is the John Report. That's all the time we've got for this week. Oh, I know. But we hope you'll all join us next week. Bye-bye. We'll see you. Bye.